Hey everyone, it's Jessica and
Tyler,
my husband. It still sounds weird. So this video today is just going to be all about our wedding. We've had a lot of people ask both on my channel and on his. So we figured we would do a video all about kind of the ways we kept it stress-free and low cost and just chill.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of things we did very intentionally just to make sure that, you know, we didn't want our bridesmaids and our groomsmen to worry about spending a lot of money on the dress and a tux and all that stuff for something they'll never wear again, or you know, all those little things we kind of cut out.
well, especially, I mean, because bridesmaids usually buy the dress and they never wear the dress again. Groomsmen usually rent the tux and then they have to give it right back. So it's like, why even spend the money?
Yeah.
So what you did, well, as far as the bridesmaids' dresses, everybody just got to wear their own, because our colors were black and white. I guess we should say that up front.
Yeah.
So we just, everything easy peasy black and white.
Yeah.
And then you had just had your bridesmaids wear
A black dress. Whatever one they wanted. Could have sparkle, could not. I mean, and the reality is, I think a lot of people, as you're starting to get married, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, what if, you know, in pictures it won't look as uniform? It doesn't matter. In the end, the pictures look amazing. They do look uniform.
And the thing is, all your,
black. We're both clearly excited about it.
Well, but all your bridesmaids then bought a dress they wanted, and then they can use that
for
100 times.
dress,
so even if they spent $100+,
which I doubt.
right? But then they would have it for life.
Yeah, and some of them even already had a black dress, so it worked out.
Right.
And then for you, the groomsmen,
they just all wore black suits or the darkest suit they had.
Yeah.
Some people wore like really, really dark navy. You couldn't really tell.
Yeah, you couldn't tell at all.
White shirt, black tie.
And it was so classy. It was so classy.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put up pictures as we're talking here,
Yeah.
but you can't even, I mean, you would never know. I mean, everybody looks so nice.
And it just worked out so well. So the pictures, you might have seen a few that we've already put up. Our photographer was amazing. Now, I'm a little biased.
So good.
I'm biased because I've known him since
not.
I was in kindergarten.
I'm not biased.
Right,
I just
that's
met him
true.
the day of the wedding, and he was fantastic.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But his name is Michael, and I've known him since kindergarten, and we used to like walk to each other's house and like play as kindergarten and first graders. But he grew up, of course, and now he's all over the world taking photos. And
so good.
It just worked out so well, and he had like a second cam for us, like kind of like we didn't really know we were getting one, and then he said, hey, and we'll throw in a second camera operator for some more candid shots throughout the wedding and reception. We were like, okay.
Yeah. So as Michael was taking like the pose pictures, then
we had a second one.
He was just kind of going around taking pictures of people, guests. Just it was so good. And
his name is Chris. He's awesome too. I've known him just about as long as well. It was so cool. But they are amazing, and the reason I'm actually bringing up the specific people we used was because he's mobile, so it's possible that you guys could use him. So I wanted to put his info down below because he deserves all the credit, all the publicity I could possibly give him because he was amazing. And it made our day so stress-free. So I guess my advice, if you're not going to go with him, which you totally could because he's so awesome, but if you are, as you're looking for a photographer, that's where I would say it is worth spending the money on someone that you know is going to do exactly what you want them to do, because that's scary. If you leave, that wedding day is not happening again, and if you have no photos that you like or, you know, whatever, you've got to make sure, I mean, that's worth the money right there. That's the one thing I would say, spend more money on that, nothing else.
Yeah, but do your research. I mean, anybody that's getting married probably would, but do your research because there's so many out there, and a lot of them are not very good. So we got extremely lucky. I mean, because not only did you know him, because a lot of people know photographers like, we'll do your wedding, and then the pictures are terrible. He was
way more professional than anyone I've ever worked with.
And he
theater and anything.
Yeah, he was so relaxed, and he was good with people, like telling people where to go, what to do. You know, getting like
fun.
50 people organized to do pictures. He was amazing. And then during the ceremony or during the reception, he was out dancing with everybody, but still taking pictures. He was great. He was absolutely fantastic.
We ended up with thousands of pictures. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So
thousands.
So I mean, we gotta shut up about him, but we are clearly gushing because it was probably the most memorable part, other than, you know, actually getting married to you.
There's a lot of there's a lot of memorable parts, but he was good.
Right, but he was great. So moving on.
Yeah.
So we talked about our colors were black and white. We did. Okay, here's some things we cut out.
Yeah.
We cut out we didn't have a flower girl or ring bearer because it's not really necessary.
Yeah.
And we have a million nieces and nephews, and to be frank, we really couldn't pick between them. So we were like, just forget it. Yeah. That saves money for the parents of the flower girl and ring bearer, so they don't have to buy them a little dress or a little suit. Because they're going to grow out of it, and then what? So that saved money there. We cut out the
flowers.
Yeah, bridesmaids had no flowers. They just walked down.
And nobody
arm in arm with the groomsmen. And
most of this stuff is it's tradition, but it's tradition because somebody 25, 30, 50, 100 years ago just decided to do it. So now it's a tradition when it's not necessary.
Right.
And we saved so much money just cutting out those little things that nobody in a million years will ever even know were gone.
Right.
Like the aisle runner. We didn't get a gigantic piece of fabric as an aisle runner. We didn't decorate the actual church really at all. We did a little bit.
2 things of flowers on the sides of the altar, and that was it. And that's another thing. Moving on to flowers, we had bought some fake flowers. We were just gonna do some cheesy, and we did not cheesy, cheap things like with Dollar Tree flowers. Actually, one of the flower pieces right there, you see the pink. Well, my new mother-in-law, but Tyler's mom made for me, and we used it as decoration. It's a long story, but it's beautiful. So there's a lot you can do with fake flowers. And anyway, but we ended up, I went into a flower shop, and I basically just said, I want to spend this amount of money, and I need my bouquet, and I need 2 aisle pieces, and I want these colors. What can you do for me? And they said, oh, no problem, we'll be able to do this. And, I kind of picked the pots, and then that was it. So when you go in with the price in mind, even if you've got $100 and that's it for flowers, and you want 2 things in your bouquet, most flower shops will do it. And in the end, they want it to look good, so they end up probably adding more.
Exactly. A good florist will put, they'll add greenery, they'll add small things that are a little bit cheaper that still make it look bigger and nicer. And unless you're a florist, you don't really, and I didn't even have any idea of like the flowers I wanted. I just knew I was like, just pastel colors. And that's what we wanted. And then we got white for the altar, and it worked out great. Okay. So what else?
Flowers, what we wore.
The candle. We got the candles for the Unity candle. We got at the Dollar
Tree. And then we decorated. I think my sister did that one. Our Unity candle. She decorated with like a hair band I got at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
She like wrapped around
and it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Looked beautiful.
Decorations for the reception. We did it outside in his parents' backyard.
That was a
saved a lot of money.
huge save of money.
Yeah.
And well, okay, we should disclose.
Yeah.
We were lucky.
Very,
very lucky, because my best friend makes wedding dresses, so he was able to make a custom wedding dress for Jessica.
That was amazing.
It was amazing. He's incredible. Jessica's brother is a caterer, so he just charges for food, and then the people that worked for him, we had to pay for their labor. So there was 2 guys for 12 hours each. So we had to pay for that, but your brother worked for free.
Yeah.
And then. My brother's a DJ, and he's an amazing DJ, and he was so good.
He did like a 90s hour. We should link his stuff below too. We're totally biased.
DJ K Night. I'm putting it down there.
But he did a 90s hour where and most of the people there were like our age, so we all are like totally 90s kids.
Yeah, grew up with 90s.
It was awesome.
Oh, it was so good. And then we did the reception in my parents' backyard. But anybody can do that. Somebody, you might know somebody who bakes cakes. Your cake does not have to cost $2,000. Find somebody who makes really good cakes or cupcakes.
And it doesn't even have to be a layered cake.
Yeah, ours had 2 layers.
Yeah, and then we just had cupcakes.
And then cupcakes.
And we could have done
we could have
only done cupcakes. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
If you can make your own cupcakes. Make them. You might be a little stressed, but if your mom's good at it, you don't have to go and spend money somewhere. You really find those people that are in your life that are good at it, that do it maybe for a living or maybe they just as a passion.
Yeah.
Boom, you can save a lot of money.
Yeah. So for the reception, the one thing that was pricey was renting tables and chairs and linens. So in the end, we realized instead of renting table linens, we discovered after looking on so many sites that buying them in bulk I saved hundreds of dollars.
And we own them.
Yeah.
So if we want, we can sell them, or we can keep a couple.
Share them with family.
Yeah. But we saved money, and then we didn't have to just give them back at the end of the day.
Yeah, we ended up with an actual thing in our possession. So it was that was a really big realization. So as you're price gauging, check into buying things on Amazon, on eBay. I bought it from an actual linen site, linentablecloths.com or something like that. But beyond that, the tables and chairs were kind of expensive to rent, but just for what it is. But once you get beyond that, if everything else is kind of my family pitched in and helped decorate and stuff. We just got some table scatter, little gems and
little mirrors. Then you get those at the dollar store.
I ended up ordering them online, although the Dollar Tree. Yeah, mirrors with we had fake candles because there were way too many kids. We were I'm not trying to start a fire. Not worth it. So we had fake little flickering candles, but they were so cute.
Yeah, and we got these, we went to IKEA and we got these little lanterns.
So while he's gone, these are the lanterns we got. They were literally $3.99 at IKEA, and they're real deal. It's got a little door that opens, but they were perfect. So we had every other one with a different one. Then I was talking about getting fake flowers. I bought a couple little bunches of these flowers from the Dollar Tree, and then a ribbon that was kind of my favorite black and white ribbon I used for a lot for our wedding and reception. And my sister just used some green floral tape from the Dollar Tree, wrapped them all together, put some black ribbon, then this, and that was it. So this is what I used at the rehearsal dinner, and then it was a decoration otherwise. But this could have been my bouquet too, just the same as that one could have been. I mean, there's so much you can do.
You threw the one that was actually flowers, right? Because you wanted to keep this one.
Because it was cute, and the one that was actual flowers, what am I going to do with it?
It'll die in a couple days, whereas this one, you get to keep now.
Exactly. And then the other thing we did, like for our guest book and stuff.
Oh, I should.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it off. We had pens, and this was my sister and niece's little idea. We used floral tape on just a regular pen, and then put a little flower stem from a similar thing from the Dollar Tree on top. So then when you put them all, we had them sticking in sand. But it looks like a little bouquet, but they're actual pens.
And as a guest book, because we thought, okay, should we get a guest book? We thought, well, I mean, we'll never look at it. I mean,
yeah, and we didn't invite a ton of people. We kept it really small.
Yeah, it was less. That's a huge way to save money right then and there. Keep it small, guys. I mean, I don't even like 50 people. I mean, so I mean, we kept it small, which was nice because we knew and loved everybody that was there.
Yeah.
It wasn't like my great aunt Gina's second cousin twice removed. It was just family that we loved and friends.
And friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing a guest book, we
this
did.
Was my concoction.
Jessica did this freehand. She drew this Mickey.
Well, but it was with a bowl and two cups.
Well, right, but still, she drew it with pencil, and then with marker, looks exactly like a Mickey head. Isn't that amazing? So people then signed it, and now we have this hanging up, so we look at it all the time.
Yeah, and you could do like wedding bells, or you could do in this canvas we bought on Amazon for like $8.
If that, yeah.
And we just got matte black and red Sharpies. Yep. But it's so easy to do, to make your own. And the guest books, like I remember watching my sister pull her guest book out from her wedding 10 years ago. And you know, there were a couple pages filled with, there were a lot of people there. But, you know, she's like, I've never even looked at this. And that's when it kind of hit both of us. We were like, then why have a guest book? Why are you ever, you know, but this we see every day. I blow dry my hair right over there and I look at it every day.
Yeah, and it's so nice, looking at people, I mean, all their signatures and all this stuff. Love it. Okay, so the lanterns. Let's go back to that real quick.
I already showed the smaller.
The small ones. Okay, so then we also got two big ones. $7.99.
Yeah, that's right.
$7.99. So we got all the little ones for the small tables, and then those for the big table. We had one on either side. Boom.
On our table,
Yeah, done and done.
Simple
so easy,
pie.
simple. Yeah, and I mean, I suggest doing black and white because it was pretty easy to find stuff.
Yeah.
Because, black and white is just classy. Let's start with that.
And we did have splashes of silver just for random accents,
but this was so easy to find stuff that's black and stuff that's white. Whereas if you're like teal and maroon, like you have to get the right shade of everything, and it's I can't even imagine doing that. That would be a nightmare.
I'm always amazed when people do, and they've got everything matched. I'm like, good for you. I don't have the patience or the money. I don't think.
Like this very specific shade of pink and this very specific shade of brown,
brown. Anyway, so I can't think of anything else. I have the video of the makeup that I wore, and then some of the makeup I wore I splurged on because it was a special day. But I have dupes for every single makeup product in that video, so I'll link that below. I was very proud of that video.
And the best part about saving money on your wedding, apart from just saving money, whether you're paying for it, whether your parents are paying for it, saving money is a beautiful thing. But we took that money that we saved, and we had a 3-week-long honeymoon that was out of this world amazing.
Yeah.
Spend that money on yourself. Don't spend it on the one day, because the one day is going to be incredible if it's just you,
regardless,
the dum-dum you're marrying. I'm the dum-dum. And I mean, like 5 people. It's going to be amazing no matter what. If you go to O'Charlie's for the reception, that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're married and you're in love, and it's a beautiful thing. And then spend money on the honeymoon.
Right. It's worth it.
Oh my God. We had the best honeymoon you could ever ask for.
And we weren't worried about money the whole time because we knew we'd planned for it. And I know a lot of people ask, like, how are you guys affording to go to Paris and then Disneyland Paris, then Disney World? We're like, because we saved a lot for a long time, and we spent so much less. Yeah,
from the time we got engaged, we started saving, and I keep a special travel account, and so money every week goes into that, so that helped offset the cost as well. And then we thought, this kind of once in a lifetime trip, you know. I was like, deuces work, I'm going on a trip.
Bye. So anyway, so we'll wrap it up there because we could talk for hours about this, but it was lovely. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the pictures and hearing about it. We'd love to hear about your weddings, or if you're planning one, like what are maybe the ways you're saving money, because the reality is if someone's finding this video and they don't know who we are, they're looking for advice on how to save money or how to keep it stress-free, whatever it is. So leave your advice down below because it's going to help a lot of people, I hope.
Yeah.
And it would have helped us, I think.
Yeah.
We figured a lot of it out. I kissed you earlier. You still red.
Oh, well.
Anyway, so if you enjoyed, please subscribe to both of our channels. We've got vlogs on his and all kinds of travel advice and stuff on his, and of course, makeup and beauty and stuff on mine. Anyway, but we will see you guys in one of our next videos. Bye.